Hello, today I'll do a review on this, the Doctor Who magazine 50th anniversary souvenir issue, and well, this is actually issue 467 of Doctor Who magazine. It says issue 467. So, here's the front where it says like BBC Doctor Who DW magazine 50th anniversary souvenir issue. Says the front, and then at the spine says Doctor Who magazine 467, and it says The Day of the Doctor, Matt Smith and David Tennant, Jenna Coleman, An Adventure in Time and Space, The Five Doctors, like John Smith and the Common Men, and it says it all started out as a mild curiosity to a junkyard. I know, BBC. That's what the first Doctor says, and on the back here you got all 11 Doctors. It says first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th and 11th, that's it. So issue 467, the 50th anniversary souvenir edition. UK at £7.99, which is £8, and US dollars $59, which is $16 altogether. So let's open this up, shall we? So it says, subscribe now, 50% off when you subscribe to BBC Doctor Who DW magazine. So 6 issues, £15, or 13 issues plus 3 specials for £48. How to subscribe there, of course. Then you got some previous issues there. That's really nice. And then how to claim 9 Doctor audio downloads. So Cuddlesome, Mission of the Vivrians, Urgent Calls, the Veiled Leopard, The Sirens of Time, Destination Nerva Part 1, Dark Eyes Part 1, 1960, The Assassination Games, then Short Trips Rise and Fall. That's now you've got Pull to Open. It's like Pull to Open now here. And then D-Dome 600, 467, yeah, so letter from the editor. And the Doctor acts particularly to bamboozle the humans around him, and now his audience is himself. Tom, it says there, I know. Yeah. And then production notes from showrunner Stephen Moffat, that's it. So this is like a cynical, ratings grabbers, where they bring two iterations of the same thing together and pretend it's funny. Oh. Except that looks like Russell T Davies, that does on there, I know it does. So, Gallifrey Guardian, in the Doctor universe, so anniversary celebrations begin all over the world, so celebrate 50 as a Doctor with the 11 Doctors. So, as Doctor Who's 50th anniversary on the 20th of November 2013 approaches, the Doctor is not only taking over TV around the world, but cinemas too. Brian Cox meets the Doctor, so I first directed for 2014 as well. So at the 50th anniversary special was not only all around the world on TV, but it was also in cinemas, I know. So Tom Baker and Lila Ward are reunited on audio. So Tom Baker's there, back on audio with John Leeson and Lila Ward. Gareth Roberts adapts Douglas Adams' City of Death. And then Beyond the TARDIS, so in time and space, in another place, just what have the cast and crew of Doctor Who been up to recently? That's obviously Arthur Dole dominating the stage of Doctor Faustus, is that meant to say? I don't know, but I think it is. So Fraser and Debbie, and obviously that's it, okay. Sophia Kendu and David Tennant possibly recall the happy days recording Scream the Shouker together in The Escape Artist. And now you've got Galaxy Forum, so a dictator down under, Yeti in the underground, and the Zygons in Loch Ness is your letters, so that's like previous issues up there, of course. So DW texting messages from your mobile, so Doctor Who Are by Baxter. Just all 11 Doctors there, of course, that's really nice. So Professor Trejo's amazed at the news that the Weatherfield has been found, star letter, so some more stuff there, and then the Planet of Decision, so the 3 Doctors, 5 Doctors, 2 Doctors, Dimensions in Time and Time Crash, and then indeed on 406 were asked animated adventures was your favourite. So you got Scream the Shouker, Dreamland, don't know what that adventure is, Infinite Quest, Death Comes to Time and Sharda. Okay. And now you've got Galaxy Forums of Who Tube, so watch the incredible trailer for the Day of the Doctor. Of course, I remember that, because a lot of people have seen that. So, Doctor Who Saved the Day, 50th anniversary tour. So, and then Billy Piper, Karen Gillan, Freeman Adger, Louise Jameson, and Carol Ann Ford companions, Guardian. So, Doctor Who's Line Is It Anyway? That's it. And then Doctor Who Philip Morris, search up for that. And then like Billy Piper at Red Carpet News. That's it, Billy Piper Red Carpet News. And then on this month, 25 years ago, so it's 1988, and DWM 143 looks forward to the Doctor Who silver anniversary. And like BBC Doctor Who, so November 23rd, 1963 proves to be a significant date. Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and Paul McGann in that. That's it. Big finish. And now you got a preview for Day of the Doctor, so like 50 years celebration, that's it. The Day of the Doctor, like BBC One and BBC One HD, Saturday the 23rd of November 2013. So this is the big one, the episode that celebrates 5 decades of amazing adventure in time and space. Get ready for one impossible day. Preview by Benjamin Cook. It's an odd thing for a show to say that throw a party. The idea was to tell a story that's important in the narrative of Doctor Who. Right, so the 10th, 11th Doctor together at last, that's it, into another dimension. And then it's so appealing to have Matt and David in the same story, like Stephen Moffat, that's it. Like 2 Doctors come under attack. And then like meet Osgood and like McGillop, that's it, okay. So the time travelling Quarrant and Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, that's it. And the TARDIS is lowered in Trafalgar Square, yes, for real. And now you got the Zygon times, that the Zygons are back, so how very British, like John Hurt and Jenna Cole with tea, cup of tea, and then inside those young boys is very old, grumpy old man, and here he is, Stephen Moffat. I return to an old desktop theme, that's it, the old desktop theme. So BBC Doctor Who D. The 50th anniversary special, starring Matthew, David Tennant, John Hurt, Jenna Cole, Billy Piper, other cast. So no more. What does this mean? It's like no more Daleks and the Time War. So the Doctor's always going to be who's got the biggest Sonic. Yeah. So it only happens when the gravest emergencies 2 Doctors join force in the 50th anniversary special. So we got them together for DWM, and then obviously, so the 10th Doctor is welcome to the 11th Doctor's new look TARDIS, I know. And then if John Hurt even knows my name, I'm proud, David Tennant. So Doctors 10 and 11 are joined by a mysterious figure from their past in Day of the Doctor, I know. And then it's almost like looking in a mirror. It's like an interview here. So I felt like the luckiest girl in the world having the 3 Doctors to play with. So Impossible Girl Clara Oswald is back in Day of the Doctor, and Jenna Cohen couldn't be happier with her place in this historic episode. And then, 50 years, so Clara has time for a cup with 3 Time Lords, Matt Smith, John Hurt, and David Tennant. So, Souffle Girl Oswin Oswald, Clara the Governess, and modern day Clara. So, Clara doesn't need the Doctor, she just won't do as she's told. and Gemma Redgrave as Kate Stewart, or Kate Leverage Stewart, and then Billy Piper is back in the Day of the Doctor, I know. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without audiobooks or audio stories or audio goes. So Tom Baker is A Christmas Carol and just more stuff. And then you got the origins of Doctor Who 50 years. So Ghost in the Machine. So David Bradley embraced the idea of Bill Hartnell and the ponderous little terrier transformed by playing as the Doctor. So Mark Gatiss was the writer. So Jessica Raine and David Bradley adopt the roles of Verity Lambert and William Hartnell, seen here on the Web Planet set. And then the creation has fascinated me ever since I read the making of Doctor Who book, which read the Book of Genesis, and Mark Gatiss writer. Doctor Who's original director Waris Hussein, played by Sacha Dhawan. He was the Master. Well, he played the Master later on, though, I know he did. So, in this absolute hot house of possibilities, in this potent primordial soup, there is a flash of lightning, of miracle occurs, and miracle occurs, Mark Gatiss, writer. Witness William Hartnell, played by Ian Cheston. Oh no, William Russell, played Ian Cheston, 1963 to 1965, yes. It's strange that now I'm playing William Russell, my dad's hero, Jamie Glover, William Russell, that's it. And then witness Ank Wills, played Polly, 1966 to 67. Like the issues up there, I think. That's it, I know. And then the Wonder of Who now. So it has endured for 50 years, surviving cancellation, now watched and loved by millions around the globe. But what is the secret of Doctor Who's appeal? Doctor Who is a show of the forces to innovate and avoid what we've seen before and seen and done before. That's it. So, like, Doctor Who forces writers to be different, but offers them a canvas size of all time and space. Like the Minotaur there. So the Minotaur myth never been the same way twice. And then, like Philip Hinchcliffe and John Nathan Turner, I know. And then like Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat as like writers there, of course. Like, this is a show that is fresh and new, built into its format, the whole appeal and its novelty. That's it. So, the most wonderful and marvellous woman that's ever dropped out of the skies, like Mary Peach in 2013. So, Patrick Troughton was a sweet man, but he was a terrible flirt. He made a huge play for me. That's, is it Mary Peach they're going on about? I think it is. Like, Flying Without Wings, like Fraser and Debbie at the press launch of For the Enemy of the World, Weatherfield on the 10th of October, with Doctor Who magazines there. And now you got, like, who is Anthony Corbin? He was a writer, I think. That's it. 1927 to 62, what? When Doctor Who started, Tony was complete, yet evident, naive and boyish enthusiasm for it. So naive, so Ian and Barbara about it in one of the embarked adventure of their lives. So, like thousands of Aussies over here, I can't afford to live in my own country. And the character of the Doctor was based on Tony's cultural hero, St. Paul. And then an earthly beginning. So, telling the teachers to lamp on the lamp, Dr. Who press the control. The lamp glows brighter, and when it fades, the teachers stand as though hypnotised. So, like, there's Sydney Newman, Donald Wilson, Cecil Webber, like some of the first writers. Like, the clock strikes 7 as Susan appears and vanishes in the junkyard. That says Suzanne, but it's Susan. And then Chesterton is bemused by the fact that Suzanne is a genius, and yet still digs someone as Fred Grubb. And then showing great strength and agility, Dr. Who swings a schoolmaster off balance a judo throw. Is that okay? In the beginning, there was the Doctor, Susan, an old Type 40 time travel capsule. The Companion Chronicles began out November 2013. It's the beginning. Well, yeah, there's Terry Malloy there that played Davros. And then 50. We love Big Finish. We love stories like 50 years. And now you got a comic strip here. So, like John Smith and the Common Men. So it looks like in this one you've got the 11th Doctor and Harry Sullivan. 4th Doctor, and there's Jamie. I think, is that Clara there? Maybe it is. That appears later. So it looks like the Doctor's actually in Manhattan, New York, and it looks like "Wake up, Smith!" And now it's in colour with Clara, and the Doctor's back in the good old costumes at the end. So who won? So it looks like you've got Time Zone play sets, 2014 calendar, Spin and Fly TARDIS, Pyramids of Mars set, character building cookie jar, character building mega set, 8-inch yellow, blue and orange Dalek plus toys, yes, kids Dalek fleece robe, adult dressing gowns like toweling robes of course, character building 11 Doctor set, new version, and then Top Trump's 50th anniversary set, 8-inch plus adipose, like Doctor Head mugs, 2nd, 5th, 6th, 8th and 9th, and Sontaran experiment set, well hey, there's loads of merchandise there, logo coasters, that's really cool. And then episode 730 is in the last of the time, also the Year of Hell. It's like the time team there, Crash Course, like Time Crash as well. 737. Guys, the anniversaries for the Watcher though, just different years. And the Fact of Fiction on the 5 Doctors, that was broadcast 25th of November 2013. And then just all that goes on. 5 Doctors. Like, that's what counts. And more stuff. Review on the Enemy of the World, Weather Fear. Coming at the 7th series, like the Lands. And more stuff. So, anniversaries and crossword, and this is what's the final hour bumper Christmas issue, available from the 12th of December 2013, 468. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.